guys today. A ton of you guys requested that I recreate the look that I wore in a few videos ago using the Reveal 2 palette. So I did that for you today. I tried to remember everything I used, and I'm pretty sure I remembered most things, but the main thing about this tutorial is the eyes, because you did want to know what colors I used for this look. So if you want to see how I created this glowy bronze look using the Reveal 2 palette, then just stay tuned. As always, all the products that I'm going to be using and brushes are listed in order used in the description box, so check that out if you're interested to see exactly what I'm using. First, I'm going to prime the face, and then I'm going to go in with this EX1 Foundation. I really like this foundation. I've been testing it out for about a month now, and I'm really enjoying it, and I love putting it on with the Beauty Blender. The one thing I've been doing lately is not even wetting my Beauty Blender, though you're supposed to, because that's pretty much what the Beauty Blender is made for, but I actually like putting it on just dry, and it just really gives a better coverage, and I don't know, I'm just really liking it lately, so that's what I'm doing. I have a full brow routine coming up next, probably on Wednesday or Friday, so check out for that. As always, I'm going to prime my eyelids, and it's especially important to prime your lids in the summer just because your eyeshadow is more prone to creasing. And this is a great eyeshadow primer. It's the one by NARS, and it's especially great for those with oily lids. For my lid shade, I'm going to take this peachy beige shade and a little bit of Fix Plus on my brush, as you saw prior, and just place that all over my lid. I'm just patting it on just to get the most pigmentation. Some of you have asked if the Coastal Scents eyeshadows last long or if they're really pigmented, and yes, they are. I don't have any problems with my eyeshadow fading, and they have a great pigmentation, so definitely worth your money and to check out if you have been interested. Now I'm taking this brown shade. This is a very cool brown, and I'm just using this as my crease color, my transition color, and just putting that on a big fluffy brush and just really buffing this into my crease and blending it out. Next, I'm taking this reddish brown shade on a tapered brush, and I'm concentrating this in the outer V. I'm also taking this along my upper lash line and really smoking it into the lash line, just in that outer portion, to elongate my eyes and give it that cat-like shape. After I've added the color, I'm just going to go back in with my big fluffy blending brush and just make sure I blend everything out so that I don't have any harsh lines. Then I'm just going to go back in with some more of that reddish brown color and really build up the intensity. And every time you go back in with more color, just make sure you go back with that blending brush and blend everything out so that you don't get any harsh lines. This clip really shows you what adding that color does to the shape of your eye. It does make it a little bit smaller, but definitely gives it that cat eye effect. So now I'm just adding more color to my other eye and just speeding it up so that you can see me do this one more time. If you lose some of the intensity on your eyelid, just go back in with that first shade and really pack it on. For my highlight, I'm just taking the first two shades in this palette, mixing them together and just putting this underneath the arch of my brow. Now I'm going in with my favorite gel liner of the moment. It's the Inglot gel liner in number 77, and I'm using a MAC 266 brush to apply it with. It's my favorite combination. It's so easy to get the perfect wing liner with this brush because it is so thin, but also has that angle so you can really get in there and get that wing. Now magically I have done my other eye, so that's what my eyeliner looks like. It's thin but winged out quite dramatically, but I'm really loving the dramatic eyeliner at the moment. So now I'm just applying my Dior Show Lash Maximizer as a serum and a base for my mascara, and then just using the YSL Baby Doll on top. We are going to be applying lashes, which I do have a full tutorial coming up for you guys, so stay tuned for that because I'm going to show you exactly how I apply lashes so easily. Now I'm just going in with my concealer. I decided to use the MAC Pro Longwear, and I'm using the shade NW25 because I am quite tan. You can't really notice on this video just because my ring light is quite bright and kind of washes out my tan, but I am very, very tan. Using my beauty blender again, I also use the Real Techniques sponge, which is a cheaper version, but I'm just not using it for this video, but I like them both equally. And the beauty blender, I am using it dry again. I find when you use it wet, it retains some of the water and kind of shears out that concealer, which I don't want. So using it dry has been just a lifesaver for me at the moment. Next, I'm using my Holy Grail under eye setting powder. I can't say enough good things about this. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Dim. I highly, highly recommend it if you have mature skin. If you have any kind of under eye lines, I have very minimal ones, but for those with mature skin, it just really blends everything out and just makes it a smooth canvas. It just minimizes any kind of imperfection under the eye and just sets it beautifully. So highly recommend that powder. And then I just did my waterline with some Urban Decay liner, I believe, in 0. And I'm just smudging that out with that cool tone brown shade underneath my eye and with a pencil brush. This is the E30S by Sigma, not the E30. It is the S version, which is different and much better than the E30 regular brush by Sigma. So definitely check out the E30S. No one talks about it, but there are 2 versions. Get the S. It is amazing. So now I'm just applying my lower mascara. Next, I'm using Benefit Hoola Bronzer to contour with. It's a rediscovery of mine. I absolutely love this bronzer. I've been using it so much recently, and it's just the perfect shade to contour with, and I'm using the NARS Ita Brush to do so. And I'm just keeping it the width of that NARS Ita Brush right in that outer portion of my face, and then just lightly bringing it up into a triangle motion. And you don't want to bring it down, else that defeats the purpose of contouring and it will look muddy. Then I'm just going to take the powder and put it around the perimeter of my face, focusing on my forehead, temples, really blending it into my hairline so that it doesn't look too weird. And then taking it on my jawline and chin just to contour and chisel my face. Next, I'm taking MAC's Delphic Bronzer. I remembered I used this in that previous look that you guys requested, and I would recommend doing this before you contour, but I forgot, so I'm just putting it on now and just gently warming up my face with it without disturbing that contour too much. Lately I've been really into mixing blushes, and for the combo I used for that video, I used Sweet as Cocoa by MAC, and I'm starting off with that right now and just applying it to the back portion of my cheek. Sweet as Cocoa is just a really nice burnt brown shade that really warms up your face and makes you look super tan, so highly recommend it for the summer if you don't own this blush already. It's a recent purchase of mine and I love it. I actually added a little too much of that, so I'm just going to go back in with that beauty blender and blend it out a bit so that it's not so harsh. For my second blush, I'm just using this really nice peachy warm shade and applying that to the apples of my cheeks just to really give myself a really nice bronze peachy glow. For a highlight, I'm using the Gerard Cosmetics BB Plus Illumination, which is a really dramatic gold highlight that you can use for highlighting your cheekbones, or you can mix this in with your foundation, but for the purpose of this video, I just used it as a highlight. And again, I'm reaching for that beauty blender and blending that into my skin. Just loving my beauty blender for everything lately, as you can tell. I just think it really applies that highlight perfectly into your skin. So just first starting off with my finger, just dabbing that on my cheekbone, and then again, just blending that in with my beauty blender. If you're one of the few people who have not bought this illuminator already, I do have a coupon code in the description box below for 25% off if you're wanting to purchase it yourself. But this is what the cheeks look like. I'm not sure why this clip looks so crazy slow. It just turned out weird, but the cheeks look amazing in my opinion. I just love this combo. And then for my lips, I'm using Jordana Tawny lip liner and just putting that all around my lips. I can't do this looking cute. I don't know if anyone can. Just putting on lip liner is like the most awkward looking step ever in makeup, and it just looks weird with only lip liner in general. And then I'm going in with this limited edition lipstick from the Alluring Aquatic collection. As you can tell, I used a lot of products from that launch, but it's just my most recent makeup and I'm just loving that collection. So this is Enchanted One lipstick. It is a matte finish. You can use Velvet Teddy or Kinda Sexy by MAC and it would be a good equivalent. And then I'm going in with this beige shimmery gloss and just adding that to my lips to really make them plump and juicy looking. So that's the finished makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for watching. Please give me a like if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one.